Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a very exciting session, the Salesforce DevOps Demo Jam. We are thrilled to have you all here and excited to dive into some of the most innovative solutions in the DevOps space. Whilst we wait for a few more people to join, do let us know in the LinkedIn comments or the YouTube chat where you are joining from. It'd be great to see how global our audience is today. I am in London in the Salesforce Ben office, so you have this lovely purplish background behind you today. So, as I'm sure many of you are aware, the Salesforce ecosystem is rapidly evolving, with organizations becoming increasingly reliant on Salesforce to manage critical business operations. But as complexity grows, so does the need for more sophisticated tools and processes to manage deployments smoothly. Traditional change sets and manual processes just aren't cutting it anymore for today's demands. And that's where DevOps comes in, offering a new level of efficiency, security, and collaboration. DevOps is now more than just a trend in Salesforce. It's a necessity to ensure reliable, scalable, and fast deployments across your environments. So the purpose of this demo jam is to showcase the most cutting-edge innovations in the Salesforce DevOps space. Our competitors will have 3 minutes, no more, to demo the most impressive features of their DevOps products. But before we get into the fun stuff, I'd like to take a moment to introduce myself. If you don't know me, I'm Saima, the marketing webinar specialist at Salesforce Ben, leading on everything and anything webinar related. I will be your host for today's competition. I'd also like to say a huge thank you to our competitors. This demo jam is made possible by these fantastic ISVs who are driving transformation in the DevOps space. Each sponsor brings unique tools to help address deployment pain points, manage testing, secure backups, and more. Over the next hour, GearSet, Copado, Peak Logic, DigitSec, Quality Clouds, and Prodly will take to the stage to introduce you to their products, and at the end, we will crown our winners with the help of you, our audience. So the rules for our demo jam are simple. Each sponsor has a maximum of 3 minutes to complete their demo. If they do not finish in time, they will be cut off. Competitors will get a warning when there are 30 seconds remaining. All demos must, of course, be DevOps related. And there are 2 titles up for grabs today. Best app for everyday use. This is the app that you are most likely to download from the App Exchange after the demo jam has finished. And most creative demo, the most alternative and effective approach to sharing their product. There are also some rules for our audience as well, the voters. So you will be in charge of selecting the winners. This will be done via a form that will be shared after our last demo has ended. You can only vote once for each category, and company employees are not allowed to vote in the demo jam. And for the first time ever, you can win too. So if you'd like to be in with a chance of winning one of 10 exclusive Salesforce Ben hoodies and match our team, then be sure to input your email into the form. Finally, to keep things fair, once we do send the voting form, please do not share that link outside of this event. So, with the rules out of the way, let's get to the exciting part. I'd like to bring to the stage our first sponsor, GearSet. Hi, Matt. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I am good, thank you. I'm very excited to see what GearSet is bringing today. So I know that GearSet has been in the ecosystem for a while now. What major shifts have you seen in how people approach Salesforce deployments?
Good question. When I think about it, there's probably 2 major shifts. So first of all, I want to call out the admin. So it's amazing to see how far previously non-technical folks have come with like empowering themselves with Git knowledge, CI/CD. When a few years back that was like was really limited. So that's really changed how teams overall have kind of unified their workflows around deployments. And the other one I'd say is like a lot of teams have achieved some level of automation in their deployments now. But now that's shifted to more teams focusing on shifting left. So dealing with quality issues as early as possible, rather than kind of throwing their changes over the fence to another team and finding them close to production. So that's probably it for me.
Nice, awesome, thank you. I feel like it's always nice to hear about some of the changes from people who've been in the ecosystem for a while now. I mean, I'm pretty new to the ecosystem myself, and I'm sure there's a couple of people in the audience as well who might be in a similar position. That's amazing. Thank you. So for those of you who don't know, GearSet is the go-to platform for Salesforce DevOps, trusted by more than 2,500 businesses and enterprises across the globe. GearSet continues to bring even more of the DevOps lifecycle to the Salesforce ecosystem, all in one intuitive platform. With flexible release pipelines, quality assurance, and built-in data management, GearSet helps every member of your team ship with confidence and follow DevOps best practices. Awesome. So as a reminder, I'll pop back in when you have 30 seconds left. Otherwise, good luck. Your 3 minutes starts now.
Hey folks, so we're Matt and Toby, and today we are flow admins, dealing with some of the stresses of shipping fixes to a flow into our team's CI/CD pipeline. Today's ticket involves fixing a flow causing transaction limits. So let's log into prod and take a look at it in Flow Builder. And here I see the problem. The flow in prod saves records in a loop. Not good. I've made the fix in my sandbox this morning, and now we'll use GearSet to get this deployed. So we'll head over to our pipeline, going from dev UAT to prod, automatically deploying via our GitHub branches and connecting with Jira. Here I'm going to run a comparison to find my flow to deploy. Now, we all love flows. They can be amazing, but my word, are they tough to understand in XML form. How on earth do I know if I'm deploying the right thing? With Flow Navigator, GearSet's gone ahead and translated this XML into what we'd expect to see in the Salesforce UI, and I can easily look through the changes. Comparing against the fix I've made, my new version instead completes all loops first, saving records in one batch at the end. That looks a lot better. But hold on, this email alert test doesn't look quite right. That's part of a separate story, definitely not ready to deploy yet. Using GearSet, I can switch to any previous version of the flow, so I'm going to check this earlier version. And version 16 should have the fixed flow without the email test element, so I'll deploy this and not 17. When pushing to prod, GearSet's going to activate the flow automatically for me too. Finally, I'll just check my dependencies. This flow depends on a custom field, so I best grab that too, along with the individual field permissions. I'll also check if that new field's included onto the layout, and here I can precisely select only my fields on the layout, not everyone else's changes in the sandbox. Next, I want GearSet to tell me if I'm going to have any deployment issues, catching any of my mistakes or failures before we attempt to push. And as this is moving through, we'll skip through to the next stage. So all I'll need to do here is just link this to Jira, and GearSet can continue updating the ticket as we move downstream. So commit going through and being successful. I just need to open a pull request and ask someone to peer review my changes before they get promoted to UAT. Luckily, I don't have to jump out to GitHub here. That's all going to be in the GearSet UI. So now our change is going to be queued for UAT. My teammate Claudia is automatically assigned as a reviewer. Instead of humans having to review every single detail, Clayton checks are scanning all of our metadata, not just Apex, for our internal development standards we've set. And classic for me, it's picked up that I've missed a description, so we'll need to fix that before moving on. Now those quality checks are done, we're good to promote to UAT and onto production. So today we translated some tough to read XML into a beautiful Flow UI, shipped a fix on the fly without overwriting anyone else, updated our user story in Jira, and solved errors in a deployment before it happened. If you want to chat more, book a call via our website. We've been GearSet.
Time. Awesome. Amazing. Thank you so much. What a great demo to start us off with. How are you feeling?
Pretty good, yeah. There's
Nice.
a little glitch in there, but that's live demos for you.
Always the case. I feel like tech fails just when you need it the most. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. So now I'd like to welcome to the stage our next sponsor, Copado.
Hello, hello.
Hi, Nolan. How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good, thank you. I feel like that question's going to get asked quite a bit. I'll switch it up, I swear. But in your opinion, what's one key current or upcoming trend in DevOps that you believe will shape the next few years for Salesforce developers and admins?
Yeah, great question. Copado believes that the incorporation of AI is substantially changing businesses in the near future, and not just providing a faster and better experience for their customers, but also for those who are creating those better experiences like our devs and our admins. So recently, we've seen an increased focus in efficiency. And our goal at Copado is to enable DevOps teams to eliminate those manual painstaking activities, offload those tasks to agents, and allow teams to focus on more high-value work.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Sweet. Well, If you don't know about Copado is the AI-powered DevOps platform that makes Salesforce development a lot easier. It takes the manual hassle out of every DevOps stage so you can focus on building business apps that make people say, wow. It's faster, smarter, and built to keep risks low and wins high. So if you're ready to stop fighting your tools, it's time to meet Copado. Apologies, let me just get my timer up. Fab. So your 3 minutes starts now.
911 DevOps emergency. Our team just got back from Dreamforce after seeing all the new incredible capabilities with Agentforce. All of us were really excited and ready to get started, but my team needs help on where to begin. Can you help us?
DevOps Emergency Services, this is Nolan. Copado is also excited about Agentforce, and we're prepared to help customers like you get started quickly. Our AI solution is packed with over a decade of Salesforce DevOps experience to help with new features like Agentforce across every phase of your process. Let me show you how easy creating agents can be. But first, do you have any notes about what your new agents should be able to assist with?
Yeah, we recorded a meeting about a new service agent feature last week. I just sent you the transcript.
Perfect. I'm uploading that into our Copado AI workspace. And stand by, Kevin. Our plan agent has now generated a complete user story, including acceptance criteria, functional and technical specs. And this is really going to help your team define requirements, especially for features they might be unfamiliar with.
Wow, I can't believe Copado did all of that with just a call transcript. This is a lifeline for our planning process. Okay, so how do we actually create the agents though?
Well, hold on to your keyboard, Kevin. I'm dispatching our build agent now. We'll take those same user story requirements and generate the components needed to actually build your new service agent. And in moments, we've created everything necessary to have these agents answering questions for your customers.
That's incredible. But how are we going to possibly test all this? Our QA team is so backlogged, they're still testing if Y2K is going to be an issue. I think they're even using sundials to track their sprint progress.
Well, remain calm, Kevin. We're not about to leave your testers crying into their bug reports. We're going to unleash our test agent. And in a few seconds, this agent can build manual test cases or even execute automated tests with the help of our robots. This is going to ensure that what is being created not only works, but isn't breaking something else along the way. Now your whole team, QA included, can shift left, get quick feedback to the devs, and deliver quality apps in record time.
Great Scott! Test agent just created a whole test suite faster than I can even say the word regression. With the help of these agents, we're going to look like superheroes.
That's a big 10-4, Kevin. Our super agents are designed to be fast and user-friendly. And the best part, look how quickly we were able to get this new agent up and running in your company's site.
Incredible. Copado AI has automated our stories, our builds, tests, deployments, and I didn't even need a PhD in AI to do it. Our DevOps just went from zero to superhero.
Happy to help, Kevin. And just remember, with great power comes great deployability. The super agents are here whenever you need them next, which by the looks of your calendar, it might be right after your 8 a.m. yoga class.
Amazing. Thank you. Awesome. I love the emergency call scenario. That was great. Perfect. Next up, we have Peak Logic. So I will invite Sergey onto the stage.
Hi, Seema.
Hello. How are you? Are you feeling excited, nervous?
Yeah, excited about yesterday's Agentforce in New York.
Nice. Awesome. Well, I know that Peak Logic has a strong focus on integrating Jira with Salesforce. What advantages do you see Jira bringing to DevOps in the Salesforce ecosystem?
Yeah, sure. So BigLogic developed a connector which integrates Salesforce and Jira, and it integrates not only Salesforce and Jira, but any kind of DevOps apps from AppExchange Marketplace with Jira, including project management apps, which provide streamline issue tracking, improves collaboration between Salesforce team and Jira team, and has real-time sync between two systems.
Amazing. Awesome. Thank you. I know that Jira is quite a popular tool for larger organizations, so nice to hear some advantages of it. Perfect. Well, Peak Logic Connector for Salesforce. Oh, apologies, everyone. Peak Logic Connector for Salesforce and Jira streamlines collaboration between sales and development teams by creating a seamless real-time link between these platforms. This powerful integration enhances productivity by enabling instant communication and task management across Salesforce and Jira, significantly improving team alignment and customer support. As with all the other demos, I'll pop back in when you have 30 seconds left, but your time starts now.
Hello, my name is Sergey Grushai. I represent BigLogic company. And, this year we did some analysis of those companies who use both tools, Salesforce and Jira. And it appeared that 80% of companies who use both tools, Salesforce and Jira, they do not have it integrated. And as you can see, this fact upsets my son pretty much. So we decided to develop a connector. Our connector consists of two apps. One app you would install from AppExchange on top of Salesforce. Another app you would install from Atlassian Marketplace on top of Jira. Then you would link them, and that's how you have two-way real-time connection. After that, you would start seeing Jira tickets inside Salesforce. You see this component is related to cases, but you can relate it to any object like custom object, standard object. And it allows you to create Jira tickets or link existing tickets to Salesforce. If you click View, you will see more information coming from Jira. You can also add comments, attachments. From Salesforce to Jira, create subtasks. So on Jira side, you would see, so it's the other way around. You would see Salesforce records inside Jira. For example, in this case, we see Salesforce cases, Salesforce opportunities, accounts, whatever you configure. In addition, our connector allows you to build reports on both systems in one place. For example, this one shows you Salesforce accounts, Salesforce cases, and Jira tickets from Jira. Our connector also allows you to build automation between two systems, which is the most valuable feature. For example, you can configure that when case status is escalated, it will create Jira ticket automatically. When it's updated, it will update back to Salesforce. And this is how you build the automation. Basically, you would go to flows, select actions, and type BigLogic, and you could use all BigLogic Apex action inside your flow, so you configure different conditions. And this is a quick overview of our setup section. So as you can see, our setup is pretty rich and powerful in features and configurations. All features are point and click. You don't need to add additional development. And this is our website. We invite to visit our website. Yeah, thanks. Sorry, I don't hear you.
Apologies, I was on mute. There's always one time in a virtual event where that happens. How was that for you?
Oh, it was nice. Yeah.
Nice. Awesome.
exciting.
Thank you. Sweet. I'm glad it was exciting. Perfect. All right, everyone, we are halfway through the demo jam now. We've seen some excellent demos so far, and I hope you've been noting down your favorites. As soon enough, it will be time for you to vote. So next up, we have DigitSec.
Hey.
Hi, Phil. Hi, Pidu.
Hello.
So, as I just mentioned, we're halfway through the demo jam now. I thought we might pivot and talk briefly about the hot topic that is Agentforce. So what do you think about it? Do you think it will fundamentally change how people will interact with Salesforce?
We're very excited about Agentforce. The power to bring together custom code development, low-code, no-code agent creation, and artificial intelligence will clearly accelerate innovation for customers. At the end of the day, this is an extension of the frontier of the shared responsibility model for security. Developers and security professionals will need to be able to have automated tools to help them keep pace.
Amazing. Thank you. Honestly, given how much of a popular topic it is right now, I'm really curious to see how Agentforce will be shaping the ecosystem in the next few years. So thank you. Right. Well, if you don't know DigitSec, they are a comprehensive SaaS security platform for Salesforce application development that helps identify vulnerabilities and mitigate risk. With an easy-to-use, intuitive, and proactive platform, cybersecurity and development teams can overcome the challenges of balancing security with functionality and deadlines to deliver secure Salesforce applications. Some of the world's largest system integrators and Fortune 2000 companies rely on DigitSec to secure their Salesforce application development. Awesome. So as always, I will pop back in for your 30-second warning. Otherwise, your time starts now.
So for this demo, imagine that Phil and I are a pair of developers using the latest and greatest tools and some AI to deploy incredible Salesforce innovation quickly. And as we all know, speed increases risk. Phil, is there an automated code quality scanner to handle that risk?
Why don't we take a look at a security scanner that slots into your DevOps practice? After all, that's our primary concern.
How does DigitSec fit into this? Like, how are we as developers going to use DigitSec?
We'll use a variety of scans to actively analyze our code for things like CRUD violations and SOCL injection vulnerabilities. We'll also run config scans for things like self-signed certificates or overly permissive profiles. We'll find JavaScript libraries that have known vulnerabilities. DigitSec scans automate and accelerate security checks to ensure code and config are tested and secure.
Phil is going to fire up a demo and show us what an issue looks like on DigitSec. Again, as a customer, time is money, and I need to, 1, fix the issues, and 2, deliver innovation.
After login, a user will see their workspaces. This is key. Our scans test in the Salesforce runtime using the deployed Salesforce context. The idea is to connect and secure the entire pipeline, testing deployed code at every stage, dev, test, and prod.
So how much configuration does that take, and how quick can we get that set up and running?
You can scan static code just by uploading it. Connecting to Salesforce is just an OAuth connection and agreeing to the required permissions. That's it. When we click into a workspace, we can see the scan history. Let's take a look at a finding page. We're giving you intelligent insight, the background, the file name, and the line number, and even the vulnerable function. Boom. We've also got a lot of workflows built into the tool that help dev and security teams track it, like status, severity, assignment, etc.
And how are these issues prioritized? How do we know what we need to deal with first?
You can use our severity levels to drive priority. Our levels track against the common weakness enumeration guidance and the OWASP top 10.
Is that configurable? And how long does it take for these scans to run?
Yeah, we've got a ton of configurations, which scans to run, which rules to run, what severity levels are assigned to which rules. You can integrate with other companies presenting here at the Demo Jam, and also industry standard tools like GitHub and VS Code. Scan time is dependent on the size of the code base we're analyzing, but our benchmarks are minutes. We also have a full-featured API, so you can narrow your on-platform scans for quick results.
We have 3 takeaways. It's 1, simple to use and deploy. 2, you get instant feedback. And 3, integrates directly into your workflow. So your apps are secure by design from day 1. You can now relax, enjoy your coffee, and let DigitSec take the risk off your plate.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Sweet. Well, that is 4 demos down and 2 more to go. I hope everyone isn't DevOps out just yet, because we are down to our final 2 demos of the day. So I'd like to bring Quality Clouds up onto the stage. Hi, thanks for joining us and representing Quality Clouds. What do you think about the Demo Jam so far?
Exciting. My
Interesting.
first demo.
Nice, awesome. I'm glad to hear that it's exciting. So my question to you is, how do you think Salesforce has matured in recent years?
I can kick this one off for us. So Salesforce has grown into a very comprehensive platform, empowering businesses to innovate at scale. But this growth also brought increased complexity and higher stakes in development. Rising demand and configurations taking over may have paved the way for a certain promote and pray approach, but coding smarter is crucial for all levels of developers to prevent future issues.
Nice, amazing. Again, as a newbie to the ecosystem, it's pretty cool to hear how Salesforce has grown over the past few years. And I feel like there is always something new to learn about in this ecosystem. So everyone who hasn't met Quality Clouds, they are an AI-powered developer-forward suite designed for delivery teams, architects, admins, and developers to build better and smarter on Salesforce. It is trusted by Fortune 500 companies and top service integrators for faster deployments and reliable coding. Today, they'll be presenting their new and free app, Quality Center for Admins and Developers, designed to end the promote and pray approach and bring best practices to pro and no-code development. So as always, I'll pop back in for your 30-second warning, but your time starts now.
So again, we're Bala and Nuno here, and we're here to introduce the new completely free Quality Center app on App Exchange. Hopefully, your new hub for quality coding and better DevOps. We all know how hard it is to balance speed with quality when developing. Changing best practices, limited feedback, and using multiple tools, it can get exhausting. But whether you're an admin, pro-code, or low-code developer, our free Quality Center app puts an end to the promote and pray approach. Expect 100% quality in your work, 80% less rework and reviews. And it's not only for code, also for configurations, which are taking over Salesforce. Plus, it's powered by Quality Clouds, years of experience with Fortune 500 giants like JP Morgan, Shell, DHL, and Nestle, you name it. So let's dive in, Nuno.
Sure. As an admin, my heart races every time I click deploy. Are you ready for tomorrow's release?
Frankly, I'm a bit lost. There are new requirements every day for on-flows and error handling. Let's face it, Apex governor limits in pro-code and no-code exist, and all those issues with permissions can be a real pain. But I hear with Quality Center, it's easy. It's right there, native in Salesforce, no? Why don't we run a live check and see?
Sure. Right, so once in the app, you can see all the changes for your release right here. Just hit live check and scan against best practices.
Wait, no switching tabs? It's like having a built-in QA team.
Exactly. In seconds, you get instant feedback on permissions and more. You can see the issues by security, performance, scalability, and manageability. Click on the best practice link, and you can see the solutions.
Wow. This beats searching for answers on forums. And once you scan all your changes, your live check score hits 100%. I don't think I ever hit 100% in anything. This gives me hope about my coding skills.
Well, don't just go updating your LinkedIn to senior developer just yet. But yes, with this, you're not that far off.
All right. But this is just the free version, no? The full suite has configurable rule sets and AI-powered instant code fixes. Plus, it works seamlessly with tools like Copado, Salesforce DevOps Center, and no wonder Fortune 500 companies love Quality Clouds.
That's the point of Quality Center. It's free, packed with best practices, and easy to use. No more promote and pray, just smarter and better coding.
No more promote and pray with Quality Center by Quality Clouds. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Perfect. Well, now on to our final demo of the day. Let's welcome to the stage Prodly. Hi, Jeremiah. How are you?
Fine. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, I know the last spot in the running order can sometimes be a little bit nerve-wracking. Are you feeling the nerves?
I was watching the attendee number, right? Making sure people are hanging out. So
I'm sure there are many people tuning in today. So I think we will round off with a nice, easy question. How long have you been in the ecosystem?
Yeah, I kind of like to joke that I go back as far as when products were not actually part of every package in Salesforce. About 15 years now, 3.5 here, probably 10 years at Conga. Prior to that, where I spent a lot of time working with Ben, actually. And then a couple years in front of that as an accidental admin. IT guy, guess what? Here's Salesforce, kind of my entry point. So, yeah.
Wow, lots of experience. And so cool that you also worked with Ben as well.
I know, it's very cool. It's always nice to get involved.
Nice, awesome, sweet. Well, as always, I will let you know when there are 30 seconds left. Otherwise, I forgot the introduction. Prodly. Oh, awesome. If you don't know Prodly, they streamline the change management process for Salesforce by bringing together business and IT teams with a comprehensive DevOps solution that makes data and metadata deployments more efficient. I definitely got ahead of myself there. So now I will let you know when you have 30 seconds left, but your 3 minutes starts now.
Awesome. All right. We're going to take a look at a CPQ request to release today. And before I get started, it's a key takeaway that Prodly is not a specific tool. Anything in the platform works. We are a future-proofed end-to-end DevOps solution for Salesforce, including the first and only DevOps solution for the new Revenue Cloud. So as we jump into the story here, a change request comes in, a new price rule, some advanced logic, change to a formula field as well. The first thing Prodly is going to do is help us set up this environment. We're going to create a change type here, pick one, give it a name, Devil Jam time, hit the create button. Moments later, this environment pre-configured will be ready for our builders. That's an admin, that's an architect, that's a developer, that's a BA, whomever it is, with CPQ config and some relevant PII protected test data. So actually, here's that deployment that I've done in the past, inserting all these CPQ config pieces, and then all of that test data, again, protected PII information. With this environment ready, I can go in, build my changes, build my price rule with its pieces, update that form to the field. And the next step is actually to run a compare. Well, what have I done in here? In this case, I'm comparing my work to a branch in the repo, but that could just as easily be another Salesforce environment. I've got all my changes pulled here. I've already selected my deposit amount. You can actually see the difference in here. I made it much more dynamic. And then my price rule that includes the pieces that actually make it a valid price rule in CPQ. I'm going to save these as a bundle. That is data and or metadata coming together, a complete set of changes into that, again, what we call a bundle. Using that, kicking off the deployment process, you give us a destination, you tell us which bundle to use. Here's a little recap of the items that are in here. Again, there's that price rule with its components. Enter a commit message or a deployment name. Don't forget to tie this to your work management platform, in this case, Jira. Hit save to branch, and that kicks off here. No external IDs, no order of operations. Really no hassle, no worries involved in this. We integrate directly into your Git provider, so you can do anything you need to do in there, realizing that maximum investment in your CI/CD function across all of your IT domain, not just Salesforce. I've got 3 minutes here. I'm not going to kick it off live, but here's actually what it looks like. The complete process, I went off to that branch. I updated that formula field in here, and I inserted that rule of the action in the 3 conditions underneath. Now, at this point, we're available via APIs. It's easy to call us and anything else like testing in your release cycle. Out of the box, probably has got a CPQ regression testing solution to take the guesswork and the time sync out of that config. Looks like something's not quite right here, and it makes it easy to identify those pieces that are not coming through and calculating as expected. Reporting is built into the platform, access control, anything else you can do in Salesforce. If you want to take reporting to the next level.
Thank you, Jeremiah.
Thank you.
Sorry for cutting you off there. Awesome. Well, that is the final demo finished. It is now time to open the voting. So feel free to scan the QR code that is on the screen, or you can use the link that will shortly be placed in the chat to place your votes. Please do not share the voting link outside of the audience right now, and do remember remember, just to keep things fair, company employees cannot vote. So as a reminder, here are the categories you are voting for. Best app for everyday use. This is the app that you are most likely to download from the App Exchange after the demo jam has finished. And most creative demo, the most alternative and effective approach to sharing their product. And also don't forget that if you would like to be in with the chance of winning a Salesforce Ben hoodie, I'm modeling it here. You need to input your email into the form. The 10 winners will be picked at random and announced next week. I promise you the back of the hoodie is also super interesting. I won't show you the back now, but it is amazing. I highly recommend. So do pop in your email. We will keep the voting form open for a couple of minutes, although I can see some votes coming through now. It's looking pretty tight, so it'll be interesting to see who just scrapes the trophy. Fantastic. I will give everyone 1 or 2 more minutes just to get your votes in. Also, if you are participating in our raffle to win these hoodies, then do keep an eye out on LinkedIn, because we will be announcing and tagging our hoodie winners, and then we will be in touch by email to get your SFB hoodie out to you as well. Last minute now, get your votes in. Perfect. Thank you everyone for casting your votes. We will now close the voting and we will announce our winners. So we had some excellent demos today, and that's really reflected in the votes. It was tight, but in the end, if I change, let me just change the slide right now. Excellent. So our winner for the best app for everyday use was Drum roll, please. It was GearSet. So I'll just give them a couple of moments to rejoin this link, and then we'll bring them up onto the stage in case they have anything to share with the audience. And whilst they are joining, I will also announce the winner for Most Creative Demo. So our winner for the Most Creative Demo was, another drum roll please, Capado! I'll also give them a couple of moments to join the link as well in case they would like to share any last thoughts. But congrats to our winners. Again, that is GearSet for Best App for Everyday Use and Capado for Most Creative Demo. Fantastic. Well, that marks the end of our DevOps Demo Jam. I will keep the outro short as I'm sure you are all sick and tired of my voice now. But a huge, huge thank you to all of our sponsors. Again, GearSet, Capado, Peak Logic, DigitSec, Quality Clouds, and Prodly. This Demo Jam wouldn't have been possible without your time and participation, and it was super interesting to see the unique tools you bring to address deployment pain points, manage testing, and more. A huge congratulations to our winners as well, GearSet and Capado. Very, very well deserved. There were some tough demos today, but congrats for winning. And I would also like to say a personal thank you as well to everyone on the SFB team who helped out in bringing this. Oh, we have Matt and Nolan, woohoo! Hello to both of you. Would you like to share any sort of final thoughts on winning Best App and also Most Creative? Matt, if we start off with you.
Thanks for voting. Yeah, we just tried to show you as much as possible in a few minutes. I hope you liked it. Yeah.
Yeah, I echo what Matt said, and also I can say that this is the best birthday gift we can give Kevin. Bless him, my co-presenter. He has celebrated his birthday today, so thank you everybody for voting and joining in today. Awesome presentations.
Amazing. Thank you. And happy birthday, Kevin. But yeah, as I was mentioning, a huge personal thank you to everyone on the SFB team who helped out in bringing this Demo Jam to life. Truly takes a village. And of course, a massive, massive thank you to everyone in the audience as well. We wouldn't have an event if there was no one watching and voting. So thank you as well. Hopefully see you all in the next Salesforce Ben Demo Jam. Thank you, everyone. Bye.